Okay. What is... Okay, so first off, what the hell is this? Jesus Christ. Wow. They did not hold back with the Halloween decorations, huh? Cool. Well. Okay. Hey, Sap. Hold on, just making sure everything is in order. Okay. Everything does seem to be in order. Alright. By the way, half-finger gloves, fantastic. Yes. What is up, Mr. Saptech? Sen. Alright, looks like today we are doing, so sad yesterday you couldn't stream. Well, I mean, I tried to, but the servers were dead, so what can you do, right? This looks really good, by the way. The Rev, the Rev 9 gave you a leather jacket. The Rev 9 chest is a leather jacket, which is really fucking cool, so... So, it looks really good. How are you now? Well, I mean, regarding the whole family thing, the best thing that what I've decided on is just pretending that absolutely nothing happened. It's the only way anyone can stay happy. If I pretend that they didn't throw a knife at me, I'll be fine. You know? As long as I pretend that they did not throw a knife at me, everything will be fine. And conversely, we don't start more shit with each other. I'm not exactly sure where my M1 ASAS stuff went. That's the spirit. Can't give up, I guess. Does this look weird to you? It looks a little bit off-putting, but at the same time it looks really good. To me. What else am I missing? Oh yeah, have you guys seen all the new grips? It looks a little bit weird, some of these, but most of them are actually really great. So typically, the game developers are really working on this game. Yeah, they are. So typically, a good measure of like how good a grip is based off of how expensive it is. So So like some of these are like relatively expensive, but the one that I mainly focus on is this one, the RK1 grip, because that's basically this thing. That's basically this thing, but straight. So, like I said in yesterday's video, it basically all but confirms that we were using a gay grip. Hey.
Please do not forget to store your armor and gear in the appropriate areas. Bunkers are no longer considered secure.
Okay, well, this looks fantastic, actually. Look at that. It's coffin for me when I eventually get buried. Actually, to be honest, like, the hypest thing about this entire update was the fact that I now have half-finger gloves. So for those who don't know, uh, my favorite gloves back when I was working in the military was actually in fact half-finger gloves. I got a lot of flat. Actually, the funny thing was that these look like the exact same gloves that I used. So that's pretty cool, actually. Actually. Yeah, so they actually look pretty similar. I threw these ones away because they were made of leather, so they weren't very good. But
Please do not forget to store your armor and gear in the
but
appropriate
once
areas.
like the leather, but
Bunkers are no
once
longer
once I
considered
once I got
secure.
rid of the leather, I proceeded to buy like just regular ones that were made out of cloth and stuff, and then those were like the really comfortable ones. So yeah. Is there something in this Ragnar backpack? In our military, there are also soldiers like half-finger gloves. Actually, you know what's crazy? I was an odd one out because most of the people in my military actually preferred the full finger gloves. But I mean, most of them are crazy assholes, so their opinion does not matter as much. Let's be honest. Fucking crazy coño. Right, I forgot that I lost this gun the other night. Um, so you can wear shades now, but that's kind of pointless, wouldn't you say? Oh, this one's full. Yeah, so I when I bought those like cotton or whatever the fuck they were once, people gave me shit for it. I kid you not. My squad leader was a total tool, but he told me that apparently someone came to him and complained that I was using half-finger gloves. when everyone else was using full finger gloves, and I told him to stuff it because if they have a problem, they should come to me instead of him. So I assumed that he was lying. Well, I say that number. If I have to see that number one more time, I'm going to ban you from the stream. So I don't tolerate that. So fuck you. No, thank you. I'm very much well and happy without children coming in and thinking that a number is funny without any meaning to it. I guess the leather is too long for my sleeve because I yes, none of that. So please shut the fuck up. No one here thinks that number is funny. Hey Gun, what's up? How you doing? Hope all's well with you. You're just back at it again with more Tabor, I guess. Nothing new ever from me. So, are you surprised? You're sad? Well, now you can be even sadder. Oh yeah. One of the really problematic kids at the daycare center is getting investigated, by the way. He's getting investigated because 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 that kid is like notoriously like his dad is always notoriously late and he's always causing a lot of problems for every single teacher. So actually most of the teachers there actually collectively decided that that Mr. Problem child over here should not be offered next year's enrichment course because no one wants to deal with him anymore. And I mean I can't blame them. So this looks really terrible. Oh my god, I can't see anything. What did they do to NVGs? Uh, Children are like training themselves to grow up and get imprisonment. Yeah, well, the general consensus was that guy was gonna be in some shit when he goes when he goes to when he goes to the military like I will eventually. How the hell am I gonna see anything like this? Well, I mean, it's not that dark, I guess. How does it look for you guys? Come on. Doesn't look that bad. It's given sunlight. Yeah, that's really what it is, isn't it? He's dropped, I think. Um. So to recap on on this kid in general, because I mean I believe I've talked about him before, but never. But in generalization, so basically this kid is like the penultimate problem child. He's he's gifted as hell. You know, he has some of the best grades in in uh in school, but he uses all that intelligence because nothing's a challenge for him, so he just kind of ends up goofing off during the enrichment classes. And yeah, he's never taken I've never ever seen him serious. But to me specifically, when I was first onboarded, I tried to be nice to him because I mean, you know, I started off with shut up. I'm telling a story here. I started off with just like, oh, you know, kids, kids. This guy's a kid, you know, shouldn't hold it against him because he's young, stupid, and then I started to realize, nah, bro, this kid's like a fucking genius, and he knows what the hell he's doing, so he can't be afforded sympathy anymore. So basically, like, the first time his dad is like always late cause like it's apparently out of his control. But then apparently recently he told me that his goal is to make sure that I have to stay in the daycare center as long as possible. So he's a little bit contradictory now. Now it's went from he hopes he now it's turned into he hopes that I that I stay in that his dad comes as late as possible so that I stay in the center for as long as long as he has to be there. Because currently there are no punishments for the parents picking up the kids late, but that's gonna change very soon because my boss actually took a picture of the late pickup log, because we have one of those where I've logged him. I've been working there for 7 weeks. No, I've been working there for about 2 months, and I've logged him in the database like 13 times. So yeah, 13 times is quite significant. So my boss asked me to take a picture of it and send it to her. There's definitely gonna be some fine that's gonna go into my bank account very very soon because this kid's dad just can't for the life of him seem to pick his child up on time, I suppose. Oh wow. Okay, sure. So I will say that I was a little bit heated during my conversation with him last night, and maybe I spoke from a place that wasn't entirely relevant to the conversation, but to be honest, it's like the ideologies that I gave were bad, but the principle stayed the same. And my boss understood that despite the fact that I may not have been entirely relevant during the conversation, I did come from a place of his interest at heart. So 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 she understands. She asked me to repeat exactly what I said to the kid, so I did. You know, I basically said that like I was frustrated, and I guess I could have been mean, and maybe I was lashing out, that I yelled at him really really loud because I thought he had disappeared when he was just hiding behind the counter for some reason. And then and then and then I also told told him about when the kid told me that, well, when I first said that, ironically, even with his piss poor attitude, there's a very realistic chance that he'll end up earning more than me later in life. But I told him that until then, he's still a child, and we're still in a daycare center, so he has to listen to the adults. And then he said like, yeah, I will earn more than you, and then when I do, I'll come back to the center and laugh at you. So so the mom is definitely gonna hear about that as well. Um, and then yeah, it's also that his goal is to make sure that I stay in the center as long as possible, because I mean he doesn't care about whatever time he goes home, but I do. So he's found that that's the quickest way to irritate me apparently. So yeah, it's just we're gonna talk. The My boss is gonna talk to the parents, and we're gonna definitely find his parents, because it's unacceptable that on 13 different occasions I've had to stay back over the time that I'm supposed to leave, just to wait for him. Like if it was once or twice it would be fine, and also if it's like only maybe like, I don't know, like a couple hours, not a couple hours, a couple minutes or something past the time, it would have been fine. This this parent would consistently show up like 10 to 15 minutes late, and it actually came to a point where he was once 25 minutes late, so I had to stay in the center for an extra half hour, which is really really unacceptable, because it shows that he has a due negligence for the fact that for the fact that I'm basically working that I'm basically taking care of his child. See, you'd think there'd be a little bit more appreciation for that fact, but I guess the dad just doesn't give two shits, I guess, and just wants to come as late as he possibly can. Well, I mean, it's not gonna be so funny when uh eventually he gets like money taken out of his bank account for keeping me there for so long. Best part is that money's gonna go to me. I think he said after a certain period in time it was gonna be like $1 per minute. So he's technically raking in the money for me, but still, time is still valuable. So, dude, $1 per minute. Can you imagine? Hey, murder drone. If I was earning a dollar per minute consistently because this kid's dad refuses to arrive on time, I could earn upwards of like what? What is my usual working hours? Times 60, and then and then and then at and then and then make the wage $1 per, well, I mean $1 per minute would basically mean that. How you liking this update? I really like the gloves, I will say. The gloves are oh mamacita, yo. I also like that they're starting to do dynamic lighting now. That's very very good. I don't know why people are so mad. They should take care of kids and also pick him up at the correct time. I mean, yeah, that is true, but Well, according to the dad, he has no choice, which is why after the fact that like, even though he he's had my those NVGs are useless. It's just like, well, we'll have to test it more, but yeah, it really seems like they just brightened up the entire map and made them. Did they ruin the time shift update? Probably, but I noticed that Silo is not so dark now, so I don't need to use NVGs in Silo anymore, which is a good thing. But I mean, if you're really like upset by it, well, at the very least, you can always just play the day map, I guess. I mean, it's probably better that way, anyways, cause you don't have to waste time to buy or waste money to buy NVGs. Same. They added Night Island back. Hell yeah. With the dynamic time shifting thing too. Mwah. Oh, but yeah, I'm mostly just really happy about these half finger gloves, because the half finger gloves are my certified gang shit. Like, I feel like a badass doing this, and it feels more like my hands than it has ever been. I'm not gonna lie. It sounds cringe, but that's really how it be. It feels like my hands, because I would use half finger gloves back when I was in the army, so it feels really good. You still doing Minecraft lives? Yeah. I did one like 2 days ago, because when I tried to get on stream, Tabor got hit with an update, so I couldn't play Tabor, so I went to play Minecraft Live. And on the Minecraft Live, I was talking about like how my family threw a knife at me, but or how my mom specifically threw a knife at me. I guess I need to clarify that. But more importantly, we actually got mending on the lectern librarian guy, so we're set for the rest of the game. You love the finger gloves too. Wasn't able to watch your lives? Yeah, don't worry about it. You have a life. You have things to do. I respect it. I'm not gonna tell you you a hoe for not watching my lives. I get it. Everyone has things to do outside of watching me. I will never say that anyone is obligated to watch my streams, even though I appreciate it. Wait, what? Why did your mom throw a knife at you? Well, we got into an argument, you see, funnily enough. She was just mad that I walked off on her trying to initiate, trying to care for me, but the quote unquote care for me was more along the lines of, since I work in childcare, she gave me some unsolicited advice about making sure that I as a teacher in a, well, not a teacher, but as a front desk receptionist, or just working in childcare in general, she unsolicited told me to not do anything illegal, which is really fucking offensive to me, because the implication was that she thinks that I would be stupid enough to do things along the lines of child abuse, hitting kids, pedophilia. Hey. So today I think you're feeling good, like your voice is just how we like. Well, I mean, like, there comes a point in time where I just have to say that, like, enough is enough, you know. The only way that we can move forward with the entire thing is if none of us admits that we're in the right and things resume to how they were before we had the fight. I got both bosses in mall 2 times in 2 raids. I actually did that once. I got both Mamba and Nikolai in the same raid, but like I was trying to carry out both of their stuff, and then I couldn't grab the grip on my F and foul, so I ended up dying to a Phoenix with a SKS. It was a little bit sad, but what can you do, I guess. Yeah, I guess for a little bit more context, yeah, it was like I tried to walk off on her, like trying to tell me to not be a pedophile, I guess. But I mean, the implication was there, and I was hella offended already. So I just walked off because I wasn't interested. And she, does your mom not trust you? Oh, this. Oh, hold on, that guy came back with the. Am I still crying over that number? Well, you are. Does my mom not trust you? Any incidents from previous? I mean, if you count like the fact that I was a wild child back when I was like 12, yes, but other than that, not really. I mean, I'm not a pedophile. I haven't hit anyone else in a long time. I don't really like kids, but most of the kids like me, and I actually keep well distance from from the kids. Like I don't get too attached. One of them started calling me their dad, and I was like, nope, 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 nope. I'm not your dad. I'm not your dad. I'm not your dad. So the kid got upset that I wouldn't let him I wouldn't let him call me dad. So he every time I pass by him now he me. The new shotgun is too good. Yeah, it's the best shotgun in the game. It's just a better Saiga now. Isn't wouldn't you say? Anyways, she felt extremely disrespected from the fact that I wasn't interested in hearing her talk about how I might be stupid enough to do pedophilia or whatever, and then she got so mad that I wasn't taking her disrespect that she said, I don't think I deserve to be disrespected like this. So she went to the kitchen. She grabbed the knife, and then she threw it at me, but it hit the counter between us. And then she told me to kill her, and then she like picked it up and started slamming it on the table. Yeah, she just pointed to her chest, right here. Right here. Just stab me. I don't want to live in a world where my son is disrespectful. And you know what? I shut up after that, but they constantly started berating me. Now I'm recalling more stuff from the recalling more stuff from like the argument, and I'm starting to realize that it makes even less sense, because I just actually remembered that my dad told me that at one point I argued that when I tried to bring up the fact that she threw a knife at me, her version of reality was so twisted that she told me with a straight face, "No, I did not throw a knife at you. I threw it at the counter." Oh wow, jeez. Yeah, I was standing behind the counter though, so if there was no counter there, I would have been hit. So I guess that makes it all right. I guess it's all right, because guess what, guys? She didn't throw a knife at me because there was a counter between us. Uh, wow, 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 wow. You heard it here. You heard it here, folks. Attempted murder cannot be punished because no one died. And I told her as much, and she was so sad that she couldn't impose her twisted ideologies on me that she tried to kill herself. She was literally started walking towards the balcony, and we lived on the 10th floor. She said something along the lines of the same thing again. My son disrespects me. I don't want to live. I don't want to live. I don't want to live in a world where my son disrespects me, and then my dad was all angry and shit, trying to hold her back. Fuck you, Okami. Yeah, and then my dad got, and then my dad. So and then, you know, my dad's an enabler, so he was doing a pretty shitty job at mediating too. He actually, funny fact, he takes my mom's side in arguments even if it doesn't make sense, because he's too infatuated with her, and he thinks that it's easier to have a broken relationship with me than have a broken relationship with her. So so I'm a victim of his of him being a stupid asshole and a coward. And I told him as much in the past. Told him that he was a coward because all he did was just take my mom's side even if she was wrong. So thought I heard Mamba. Guess not. Yeah. They constantly pull like the car. So I mean, okay, if we want to sum up the entire like thing, what my bro, you're an adult now, right? 22 years old. Your friend gave you a one-shot M4. Hell yeah. You spray that shit, toss it over. Hell yeah. She probably has some reason to think so. I know nothing about it, so I should rather shut up. I mean, you can speculate, but I mean, it's just narcissism, John. I assure you, that's all it really is. I mean, if you need an example, um, so during the argument, I told my mom that I that I that I stay silent during all these like arguments because there's never any point in me trying to fight because they always will shut me down with some stupid logic, and then and then the first thing that I brought up was my mom, who constantly cites that I have no empathy. No empathy is a crazy thing to say uh, to someone who's 22 years old. In an argument a couple months ago, she actually cited that I have no empathy, and when I told her that she says I have no empathy, but she wasn't even willing to let me mourn my friend who died, and I was in a grieving period. She would rather shout at me when I was in a grieving period. So who has zero empathy, I guess. And then you know what's her excuse? She didn't start the no empathy thing. According to her, the no empathy thing stemmed from my grade 2 from my grade 2 teacher who told my family that I lacked empathy. Bro, I was like 8. Fuck you mean you remember that. Here to watch you play and listen. We're not here to judge. Well, I appreciate that. So yeah. She says that I have no empathy, and she says the reason she says I have no empathy is because like 10 or 10 to 12 years ago, when I was about 8 or younger, I lacked empathy, and she's held that over my head ever since, and very conveniently blames my grade 2 teacher for saying that, but she has continued it ever since. And then 2 nights ago when I told her as much that that the no empathy thing, they constantly say that I have no empathy, but they brought up the fact that but I then brought up the fact that all they wanted. So the funny thing is that one of the things that they also are very adamant about doing is making all of my points irrelevant, because they refuse to take any argument that has happened in the past. So basically what that means is that anything that they've done to me many years ago that I still remember to this day is completely irrelevant. uh Connection terminated. Oh, thank you for subscribing, John. I really appreciate it. Sorry that sorry that sorry that you have to listen to me moan and bitch about my family, I guess, but I mean, yeah. Old Island's gone. I think that Old Island could come back as like a separate map, you know? I think that could definitely be a thing. They refuse to take any argument that happened in the past, you know, stuff that I remember from like many years ago. But then suddenly it's convenient for them to bring up my grade 2 school teacher who tells me that I lack empathy, you know. So, and I mean, acknowledging in of itself, acknowledging the fact that I remember that they refuse to accept any responsibility for stuff that happened many years ago already shows a complete lack of empathy. So me and my friends think that too. Yeah. I mean, there's no technical harm, I guess. They already have Old Island. Why? I see no reason why they can't why they can't just bring it back. Why they can't just bring it back as a separate map. So yeah, basically that's why I can never win any arguments, because all the stuff that I remember from my past that gave me childhood trauma or anything of the sorts is not relevant. But oh well. I guess my grade 2 school teacher from like 12 plus years ago is still relevant. So it's like it's only relevant if it fits the narrative for them, you know. So to surmise, the worst thing that my mom did 2 nights ago was throw the knife at me and then emotionally try to blackmail me by killing herself because I refused to take her because I refused to accept her crazy ass logic that she needed. What does it say furry and about? Oh, because I am a furry. I just don't use my persona is all. And then the worst thing that my dad did. Also hello Ghost of Frext. And so yeah, for my dad, on my dad's end, the worst thing he ever did was I just remembered it recently. In the shorts there are people watching, but most of them don't speak. Yeah, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Lurkers are the backbone of all streams, and we should be proud of them. Here at night, I forgot my night vision. Oh crap. You gotta echolocate him. Echolocate him. Just it's Halloween anyways, so good chance to use that echolocation. Oh, deliver an adventure backpack filled with 3 spark plugs. 3. Okay, I should be able to do that actually. and new shotgun. Okay, well, it's not impossible, but you can still win. I believe in you. Remember, I took a Kurtek down with a 22 long rifle. If I can do that, you can do anything with AP. Yeah, I say watch stream and enjoy. It's a chill stream. Yeah, we love lurkers. I will never complain that I will never complain about lurkers, unlike some other streamers. It's actually pretty sad. Some people are so desperate for engagement that they call out lurkers. I mean, that's one way to guarantee that they'll never interact with you, actually, funnily enough. Okay, what was I saying again? The worst thing that my dad did during the whole argument, aside from taking my mom's side and enabling her you know dumb and enabling her dumbass to think that her logic is okay, which I guess I should mention that my mom literally said that my dad was a crappy husband during the conversation, and it's wild that he still took her side. Oh my lord. But no, the worst thing that my dad actually did was, like, because I was staying silent throughout the whole thing because I didn't want it to bring shit up anymore. He at one point told me that I didn't deserve to be a human being, and he said I should be an animal instead because animals don't speak. I was just like, are you for real? Like, are you seriously? My dad told me that I don't deserve to be a human because I am not willing to engage in a conversation with people with narcissists who think that they can do no wrong in life. Like, do you yeah, are we serious here, or? And then that's when I kind of realized, like, oh yeah, there's no good resolution to this, because they will always think that they're in the right no matter what. I will too. So the best thing to do is just let it all blow over. No one admits their wrongdoing. Just ignore everything, and then just let everyone forget about it, and everything go back to as relatively normal as normal can be. uh, Animals are better than most humans. Well, animals are preferable to my dad, so in most cases. So, at least, especially in that moment. So, and what can you do? Well, actually, they would really like me to be an animal, matter of fact, because then, then they have ultimate control over me, just like they want now. It's actually really funny. They're not interested in having a son. They're just interested in having, like, a doll that they can play dress up and groom. Because, I mean, shit, do I really need to tell you that the narcissism in them would never admit that they'd rather be a control freak about everything? They forced $300 out of my disposable income because they do not believe that I'm responsible enough to save the money myself. When I literally, in my military service, managed to save up 16 of the 24,000 possible dollars. 16,000 or $12,000, sorry. That's $12,000 of the $24,000 is more than anyone. No, I would have saved $15,000 actually, because because um because I had to buy a new PC. That's why I took $300 out of my or I took $3,000 out of my account. So they think I don't know how to. They think I have no idea on how to save money. So they're delusional as hell. I mean, shit. If they force me to start paying rent, which, I mean, I treat the money that they take out of my disposable account as rent, uh, then I can live relatively frugally. I mean, I'm not paying for electricity amongst other things like that. But at the end of the day, it's like, well, they never asked, so yeah. Like I told you, Sap. They told me with a straight face that that earning 2.4 grand a month is considered poor, and they they for some reason still think that like even even the fact that I'm earning more than twice my military wages, I'm still poor. So it's like, what the fuck are you on about? You didn't support me for jack shit during my military. The least you could have done was not dog on the fact that I got a job. Oh yeah, the job. They have a problem with my job too. They have a problem with the job that I work at. Why? Because my aunt offered it to me, and they have an agenda against her, so it was a lot of character assassination, actually, funnily enough. The entire argument was character assassination of me and my aunt. Well, okay, the NVGs are not so bad in the NVGs are not so bad in Silo. How do you feel about Exfil Zone? In my honest opinion, the gun sounds bad and most of the gameplay was in bunker loading magazines and waiting queue. The actual rate was my sniper spawning camp. Well, I've never actually played Exfil Zone before, but Exfil Zone players themselves make a very convincing argument for me to never play Exfil Zone, because most of them just insult the fuck out of Tabor without actually giving any reason why Exfil Zone is technically better. I mean, sure, it may be better in some ways, but they don't explain about it. Actually, it's really funny. The other day, maybe like the start of this month or so, there was a guy who told me that Tabor was a sinking ship, so I just banned him because he was not there to convince me to go and play Expo Zone. He was just there to shit on Tabor. And then funnily enough, another guy came on and started backing that guy up. And at that time I thought he was an alt account as well. So I banned that guy as well. It was not an alt account. Turns out it was a gunstock creator. I'm not joking, by the way. I'm not joking. A gunstock creator came into my stream and started backing up someone else in chat, and I thought he was an alt. So I just banned him as well, because I mean, you know, it's like most of the time it's an alt, but in this instance it wasn't. But the funniest thing was not the fact that I banned the gunstock creator, a gunstock maker. It was the fact that this gunstock maker, immediately after the fact that I banned him, he went and found me on TikTok. And then started talking stupid to me, saying that by banning him, I all but confirmed that the parking garage. Oh, okay. By banning him, I just confirmed that Exfil Zone is better than Tabor. It's a very, in my honest opinion, I do not think that a gunstock creator should be conducting himself in this matter, but apparently I learned that his gunstocks are quite terrible anyways, so it's not like I've valued his opinion at all anyways. I sent it into the reality rifters actually, and it turns out that that guy's gun stocks are actually legitimately very terrible. Apparently it was really bad, and it was only a placeholder until that guy who bought one of their gun stocks could get a better one. I like Tabor much better than Exfil. I'm glad both of this both try something. In the end, we benefit. Well, not according to that. Tell that to that guy. uh, yeah. So I also learned that apparently he tried to he tried to patent a gun stock style, which you can't do because I mean technically he could have patented the gun stock style, but it existed before before he tried to patent it, so the patent would be null and void anyways because no one's gonna listen to an idiot say that. It's like when they tried to make NFTs out of colors, and then that guy from the Angry Joe show, which I think his name is Joe, he saw someone like he saw someone like buying an NFT from a vending machine, and it was like the color blue, and he like lost his shit. It's like, oh, so I guess you own the color blue. Fuck. You like what you like, just don't talk bad about what you like, about what you don't like. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Actually, fuck it. Why? After I exit this raid, why not I show you how pearly this this supposedly what's it called? This guy, how poorly this guy conducts himself on a business chat, I guess. Okay. Well, that just happened. All right. But at the end of the day, like I said, Exfil Zone players do the opposite of trying to convince me to play Exfil Zone by just being themselves. So, yay. Hey Tabor Eater, what spec am I? I'm Spectre 5 on almost all on Yuri, Minty, and Spectre, and then I'm trying to go for I guess level 5 all traders, because I'm kind of bored. I kind of have nothing else to do at this point, so so why not, I guess. So I'm level 4 on both Hana and Shiro, and I'm currently working my way up. I just waste all of my things on that, and I didn't even get a headshot. Oh, I got one. Fantastic. And get the Omega. Well, that's not. I mean, if it happens, then sure, but I'm not going to specifically like grind it out. Christ Almighty. Soon. Yeah, I guess. But like I said, I'm not gonna specifically grind out for it. If I get it, I get it. Yeah, so Exfil Zone players really should shoot themselves in the foot, because the way they talk about Exfil and shit on Tabor all but convinces me to never play Exfil. But I'll show you guys I'll show you guys what the what the guy said. So just give me a moment. Hey Tabor dude, what's up? Hey, hello everyone. Hope y'all are doing good. Uh, I've been well. Okay, my week hasn't been going that great. Uh, but but uh, it's been getting better. It's been getting a bit better. Okay, yeah. What's your favorite gun? The Taurus Raging Hunter. Or basically the revolver in 44 Magnum by far. But if you want like a more if you want a more sensible if you want a more sensible weapon, the M240B.
Please do not forget to store your armor and gear in the appropriate areas. Bunkers are no longer considered secure.
The M240B. Too much recoil? Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. But it's my next favorite gun because it was my service weapon, so that so that's why. It's it's not because it's Are you kidding me? That's where I put my sass. God damn it. All right. Okay, never mind. I don't want this sass. Mamba is a ghost. I looked in his place and can't find him. Gotta like run a little bit out in the open, I guess. The only way I can think of to find him in any case. So I don't know if any of y'all have ever heard of cause to be honest, I've never heard of this guy either. But apparently the guy that we were talking about just now that was like he found me on another platform to argue. Apparently it's a company called like C Grip VR or something like that. And yeah, I just think that what is my name on TikTok? I don't use my TikTok, so even if you use it, you're not gonna find even if you go there, you're not gonna find anything, so don't bother. Hold on. I'll look. So, just give me a moment. I need to go back through the whole reality rifters chat, I guess, and then I need to go and find the stupid shit that he said. Uh I should probably download this just so you guys can look at all my servers. Yeah. It's weird. Like, I've never heard of him before. I've only ever heard of people talk about Olin gun stocks. So, so I really don't know where this guy come from. So yeah, I'm just very very curious on like, his where all where the missing chromosomes went per se. Uh Do I play Blade and Sorcery? I mean, I have the game. I just never found it fun. I guess I'll show you guys the thing. Window capture. Young Kai Blue. What is this? Okay, so yeah, this is C Grip VR. He um he showed me he on the same day that he on the day that I banned him on my thing is like, bro, you just admitted that Exo Zone's a better game, blah blah blah. It's like, no, I never admitted that Exfil is a better game, but yes, I am playing Tabor for personal reasons. You muted me because I recommended a game to you. This isn't the daycare that you can work at. Adults can have back and forth conversations. This isn't a back and forth conversation. You found me on TikTok and decided to harass the shit out of me. If you're gonna be sensitive to new, good luck growing your viewership if you're gonna be sensitive to new ideas. When did I claim to have moral high ground? I didn't know you were playing games more for friend beyond respectful. That didn't take new ideas to the stack, especially since we're all consumers. The cross game competition is helping us all. Well, he's right about this point, but he was being incredibly disrespectful. Uh, so, so I wasn't interested in having a conversation with someone who was harassing me on a different platform on his business account no less because so I just clapped back at him and just told him that Olin VR gun stocks are better. I just clapped back and told him Olin VR gun stocks are better. So thank you for saying that. He has an actual business behind him, and 6 months after I started to have success with my designs, you don't have success with your designs, by the way. I heard your gun stocks are pretty shit. He started selling his open face grip design. I reached him out via mail, via email, via the shop at Vera's website, and via TikTok message, and informing that I have a patent pending for the open face grips. He not all my attempted correspondence. So the fact that you reached out to him via all of this just makes it borderline harassment. And so when you say his stock is better, I'm sure in some ways it is. By the end of the day, you're really just telling me that my open face grip designs is as innovative as I already know it is. Bro is actually mad that he can't patent a fucking that he can't patent the thing, and he basically I heard that he actually went to the Trust Pilot and actually sit on like on like Trust Pilot that Olin stole his fucking thing. And I keep in mind this is just from the fact that I said Olin VR gun stocks are better. And then he there's more. Before you say it, there's a difference between the Exfil and Tabor situation and the C grip Olin situation. Tabor wasn't the first extraction shooter. A game genre isn't intellectual property. I never said that Tabor was the first to do anything. It just came out before Exfil Zone. So it always had a special place in my heart, and my friends work on it. A novel and unique way to treat controller mounting in a VR stock that has a design and utility patent pending is actual theft. Especially when he was informed of his theft in a kind way. No, you went the Trust Pilot. I offered to take the time to design him a new grip style that didn't infringe on my design. Not only did he respond, he blocked me. Those are actions of a malicious, guilty party. Oh, yeah, I'm. Dude, he's so guilty. Like, wow, dude. Once again, business chat. Like, what? Business chat, business chat. Uh, there's so much yappery for just over a mute. I know, it's crazy. Some people some people like my parents do not even live in reality anymore. They're like this guy. The Lululand fits them very, very well. He's trying to grab attention. He really is, isn't he? It was only a 24-hour ban, by the way, so he could very well just come back and stir up more shit. But actually, that's a really unfortunate thing about YouTube in general, is that because like you can never permaban someone off your channel. You can especially but I mean you can do it. It's just not spontaneously in stream. You have to actually like find them and then ban them from your platform forever. But once again, you need to do that in you know whatever. So I just think it's really hilarious that he just tries so hard to start shit. Like okay, I get it. Like the ban was not for the right reason, but all the same it was for the same reason as I banned that other guy, is because he was just you know doing it. He was just enabling that guy's behavior, which I didn't accept. So am I playing PvP or PvE? Oh, it's just PvE. I don't play PvP because I don't really like the stress that entails it. I'm sure you understand. You know, PvE is easy, you know, predictable. I don't need to get like a heart attack from just dying out of nowhere. You know, I don't yell a lot in this game, and after learning that my parents can very easily hear everything that I say in this room, if they tried hard enough, I've been a little bit more mindful of my volume. In fact, one of the things that I considered after the whole knife throwing fiasco, I considered just getting just renting a room, and I actually found one for $600 a month. It was definitely expensive, but it's like, you know, $600 a month for peace of mind is not a bad deal, to be honest. So you can see why I play PvE. No aim, no brain. No aim, no brain. No aim, no brain. No aim, no brain. It's just really, I mean, it's just, I mean, if it was just any other random guy, we wouldn't really be talking about him. But the fact that this guy is like using a business account to start shit with others, no wonder all the other reality rifters tell me that he's a total fucking tool. And I mean, they're right, you know. Bro was actually mad that he couldn't patent a design that was as generic as the sun. He would patent the sun if he could. And suddenly everyone has to go to, oh, sorry guys, everyone, Seagrip VR patented the sun. All the trees need to go to him now if they want to photosynthesize. You know? You know? Just doesn't make sense. Like, he tells me I'm close-minded. For what again? For not being receptive to new ideas. But who invited him, you know? It's a self-called businessman living in a delusional world. A world where, like, I don't know, his gun stocks are better than Olin, I guess. Not everyone can be a businessman, especially not temperamental people. That's why one of my friends, that's why one of my friends, he's like a self-proclaimed businessman, but like, he barely does anything to be a good businessman. He's very temperamental, and he's like, and if he gets into like a depressive state, he's gonna be completely useless. So and apparently his feelings can get really my friend's feelings can get hurt really fucking bad. That's why, like, a couple months ago, when we were like discussing like if I were to become if I needed a job and I needed it bad, my friend would hire me to moderate a Discord. Yes, I know how it sounds, and yes, it's exactly what it is. Because one of my other friends was making a game, and he wanted me to be a community manager, and he would pay me like, and he agreed he would pay me like minimum wage in the state of whatever state that they were living in America, which when I looked at, I realized that, wait a minute, this is higher than the only other pay I've ever had in my life, which was $8 my currency, and and then when I converted his minimum wage to my currency, it was like $13 to $14 an hour, and I would have to work, and I can work a max 40 hours. So all things considered, he had a mighty generous offer for being a fat community manager, and fat stinky community manager, you know? Mighty generous offer. Is all I have to say. What just happened? Are you a modern reality rifters? Technically yes, and technically no. I mean, do you know the reality rifters? I mean, there are some creators that are from the reality rifters, are they not? But I kind of got it just by proxy of being a moderator for Stacks. And Stacks isn't really a reality rifter. Stacks was just offered to play for the reality rifters in in Veil tournaments, and then somehow because he was playing for the reality rifters, I ended up a reality rifters moderator myself, which is it's just like, oh yeah, it just happened, I guess. I never really, I found, why can't I find him? That's why that's one of the benefits, I guess, of being one of the few benefits of being part of the reality rifters, is that they have a They have a mod chat where they can send in like all the people that they banned for like the various shits. So it's pretty much like a global blacklist. You'll follow reality rifters from now on. I mean, you don't have to, because I'm not a reality rifter, and being a reality rift, educate me on reality rifters, please. I mean, it's just like a group of it's just a group of people who play VR. You know, you have like you have like Crawler, you have Vex Unchained, I think. You have J-Bar. Hold on, I need to disable truncated. Yeah, you have like J-Bar, you have Farmer True. Apparently Artie, the guy that works on like the who like talks in like the Tabor TikTok shorts and stuff like that, is is also apparently a reality rifter. This is actually new to me. But it's just all these like actually surprisingly well-known Tabor content creators just in one group. I guess. Who else? I'm actually really interested in finding out who else is in reality rifters now. Give me a minute. I'll just like stand right here. Okay, who else? Havelmon, don't know him. Missing. Oh, Luck of the Irish. Luck of the Irish, I heard of before. He's a reality rifter. TDVR. Okay, you guys have definitely heard of TDVR before. He's a reality rifter. Wait. Tweak is a reality rifter? I've been in this like Ivy League ass fucking shit for like how long, and I haven't known. Wait a minute. Like half of these guys have dropped have streamer item drops in Tabor, and I don't, and this is how I'm only finding out. Okay, I guess. It's actually crazy that's actually crazy that I've had no idea until now that like I'm part of such a huge group of content creators. Oh my lord. Well, I'm not technically part of them, but I share secrets with them, you know? I'm like the game theorizer. Oh hey T1. 68 days to Christmas. Hell yeah. I don't really celebrate Christmas, but wait a minute. T1, stop right there. We still have to celebrate Halloween first. Cease. We're not unfreezing Mariah Carey yet. Stop it. So yeah, I stole your stuff. It's just basically like just basically a bunch of content creators, and apparently I'm part of the inner circle without my knowledge. I'm actually very curious on how it's only now I'm realizing that I'm like part of like a larger community that I don't even interact with. They recently added crawler to the game by adding crawler juice. Joker, don't throw up Mariah Carey. Joker, no! Yesterday, oh my god. It's not even Halloween yet, Joker. I got it. Yeah. An SKS NPC killed him. Oh wow. An SKS NPC killed Mamba. God damn. Well, at least, but do you have the loot, right? That's all that really matters, right? Killing him is like, you know? Killing him is the part. Getting the loot is the part. Yes part.
Tak cię zabił, parkour.
This is the worst time to be out of ammunition, but sure. What are you doing? Can I get some water, please?
Hej ty, zeme, nebo
Get all
chcípneš, vole.
mags? Okay, that's very, very rare. Yep, there's only been one, there's only been one time where I've ever gotten more than one magazine, and that wasn't even because like he had it. It was because I saw it dropped nearby. so wow. What melees are in game? Well, okay, T1, I appreciate the whole melees talk, but like I don't mean to impose anything on you, but to give you a TLDR, I'm not too huge a fan of knives as of recent, because I had a knife thrown at me in recent. So yeah, not too huge a fan of knives at this current point in time. I'd rather avoid anything to do with knives in general, but it's mostly just blades. It's mostly just knives of varying lengths. Gotta go, see ya. Alright. Catch you another time, man. Bye bye.
Bunkers are no longer
Ow.
considered secure.
What if I just did this? Would that technically work? It should, right? I mean, blunt weapons too, and if rifles can work like baseball bats, that would be goofy, to be honest. The closest thing we have to a blunt weapon is this half broken spoon, I guess. Sorry, this upsets you. Yeah, it's just not a. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you know, once upon a time, would have been a really big fan of throwing knives, but not in recent, unfortunately. I mean, I guess I am just being a little bitch about it, aren't I? But I mean, you know, knife. Yeah, I admit maybe I'm just being a little maybe I'm just being a little shit about it, but yeah, if I have to ever go near my mom while she's holding a knife, then I don't think I'd be able to do that. Okay, I have a list of favorite games. God of War, Battlefield, Tabor, Minecraft, and I don't know why Ghost of Tsushima feels so goated, and RDR2 is like a personal favorite. I've played everything except for Battlefield and Red Dead Redemption 2. I couldn't handle the smoke with I couldn't handle the you know just like fucking riding around on horses. I mean, I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, I would have upgraded. I would have unlocked quick travel, but I really dislike open world games. October 23rd, Fallout Day. Ooh, Fallout Day. Interesting. All right, RAM sticks, PC fan, CPU. RAM sticks. CPU. I have a couple right here. Advantage Ryzen. Okay. And then the fans. How many? 3. Okay. No, you're not. I guess so. But I mean, personally, I would if I were to be told the same thing, I wouldn't feel too good about it myself. So that's why I say maybe I'm just being an asshole. Cause I mean T1 didn't know, and then I just said it in a way it's like, oh, you should have known. So yeah, I guess maybe I was being a little bit too being too much of an ass. Yeah, it's just never easy. It's never easy. I'm gonna reach Shiro pretty soon. I think I'm gonna well, okay, maybe not anytime. Maybe not very soon. Fall 3 is getting a remaster according to the leaked project map. It's come out lately. Oh, interesting. I myself could never get it to Fallout, but I tried it once upon a time, so I definitely see the appeal. Remember when they just randomly remastered, I think it was Oblivion out of nowhere? That was that was interesting. Okay, Healed of Yall. No, not Healed of Yall. Island of Tabor. Island of ya boy. I'm very sick. Oh dang. Gonna be alright? For the first time in a long time, I am gonna switch from seated mode to standing because you know, I'm Oblivion was remastered. That's sweet. Am I being shot at? Am I gonna die? Oh, for the love of God! I would love to for once die before I load into raid. Damn it! Probably gonna be all right. Oh, okay. Well, what matters is that you're gonna be all right. Oh, I got a DM on Discord.
Hej ty, zemi, nebo chcípneš, vole?
Hold on, I got a DM on Discord. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm not gonna talk. I'm not gonna say what it is, because that's from a personal server. Oh, okay. Oops. Is it me or is it very bright in Island? Do I have some gamma setting all the way up? No, doesn't look like it. Everything looks like I'm in heaven. I mean, oh, you know, actually, you know what's an idea I had once upon a time? I can speak Chinese, so I was thinking like I was gonna speak Chinese for an entire raid of Tabor, but I think that's gonna be a recording session and not and not a and not on stream. Feel my coughing in my lungs, neck, and painfully, but I'm not gonna die to some disease. If I die, it's while in a game. Dude, you die in game, you die in real life. What would if y'all had to choose? If y'all had to choose a game to die in, what would and then you get isekai to that place, to that world, what would it be? Because if you were to ask me, I would definitely go to one of those worlds where you are like, I would go to like a NSFW visual novel when where you can like start a harem. uh what would you guys pick for a world to get isekai to? Ghost of Yote has a mission on Jin. Oh wow. I mean, Ghosts. It's, I mean, the games are connected, so I don't see why they couldn't at the very least add in a little nod to Jin, I guess. Even if they wanted to not feature him. Yeah. What would you guys want? What world? What game world would you want to get isekai to? Me. I want a furry porn game. That's literally actually just me. Because all games are on the table. If you can play it, you can get isekai. Or maybe like a show, depending on what you like. But wait, wouldn't people just want to get isekai to like the hentai worlds then? Huh. Something to think about, I guess. Oh dude, I actually look so cool holding pistols now. Look at this. Doesn't that look fucking cool? That looks sick. Oh my god. You don't know, to be honest? Well, if you don't know, I don't know. If I don't know, you don't know. Tough choice. Yeah. When you take out the fact that like, when you take out the fact that like anything goes, what do you choose? You're definitely not gonna choose something in which you can die in, like fucking Walking Dead or worse, Tabor. You know. You're definitely not gonna pick one of those. So you have to pick a game where you're safe, but you would still be content for the rest of your life. I think most people would probably pick something along the lines of Animal Crossing. But Animal Crossing, but NSFW. People want to fuck Isabel. No. I'm more of that one, you know, that one deer. I haven't seen the update or the upload yet for some reason. Oh, you should check it out. They added a shotgun, and it's the best shotgun in the game. All for the low price of $5. And I wish I was joking, but $5. $5. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my lord. That looks so good. Oh, so good. I finna bust. Oh.
Like it's
I like Jin Sakai. He's too much aura in the levels, and it showed through his character was great. You mean how like he eventually forsook the samurai ways because he realized that they weren't gonna win that way? Yeah, that was definitely interesting. Job simulator? No, why would you wanna pick job simulator? You really wanna end up in a world where you just have to do a job at the end of the day? Come on, man, you can pick better than that. Minecraft, yeah, but but what if it's like you can die, and what if you cannot respawn? What if it's a hardcore world, you know? Sure, you can be Steve, but think about it. What if it's a hardcore world? Imagine, check it out real quick. Yeah, it's called the Origin 12. It's from the where did Imagine come from? Imagine Dragons. First things first. I think you were trying to. Job Sim World don't seem too bad. Didn't I get robbed by like a guy holding a banana? I swear that was something that I remembered. I remember trying to make a job on a video on Job Simulator, and it was too fucking boring. So I was just like, yeah, fuck this shit. Listen, just pick a porn game, and then you can have endless copious amounts of. Wait, I don't know how old you are, so maybe I shouldn't be talking about sex. Imagine Skyrim. What if you? But you can die in Skyrim. There are dragons. You can die so quickly in Skyrim. Remember, you are still living your life. So if you die, that's it. That's over. You can actually win them the war. Actually, if I had to gripe one thing about the game is that it didn't actually have like a different path, because all I remember was like, in terms of dynamically, if you chose to fight honorably, the weather would be clear and sunny. But if you were to fight the way of the ghost, you would. Anytime you come across an encounter, it would be like raining, which would be perfect for assassinations or stuff like that. Yeah, Justin ain't boring when you start messing around. Don't worry, I've been through the talk times ago. You had to talk, TBH. Well, that's good. So I don't have to tell you about sex. Well, for me, I would. The long loading ass screen. Well, they've actually, you know what's crazy is that they've actually equalized it. So I have long loading times now because they want everyone, which is me, to load in at the same time. Yeah. For me personally, I'm simping for like, I'm like a heart simp for Husband. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Husband before, but it's like, but Husband's from a furry visual novel. So I would like to go there. The only caveat is that in the visual novel I would die, but I would get revived. So at the very least, I know everything's gonna be alright, but I would have Husband. Boo? Oh my god, I'm so scared. Here comes a spooky bunch. If y'all ever played Cuphead. Here comes the spooky bunch. What did I just hear? Could have sworn I just heard like a notification or something. Is someone trying to kill me? I'm actually really good at Cuphead, by the way. I don't know if you guys know what Cuphead is, but I'm actually pretty good at it. We should have like a Twitch channel point redemption to have me play a game of Cuphead. Pre-wall far out, that's literally a paradise. Yeah, but you wouldn't be stuck in time though. If so so you would literally be forced so Fallout, wouldn't it just happen eventually? Remember, you're going to live through the events of all of the of all of the of the entire universe, even beyond what the game doesn't show you. So whatever happens, that like nuke is gonna drop if you choose pre-Fallout World War II, unless you pick like 100 years before it happens, and then it wouldn't happen. Hey, Golden Toast, how you doing? It happens in like the 1960s, 70s. Okay, so you basically have to send yourself to the 1860s. Okay, fantastic. If you can time it just so that you like die before you before the nuke happens, then you don't have to worry about it. Shit happening in 2077. You're all chromed up. You would choose Ghost of Tsushima, but as what? You wanna be Jin Sakai? Jin can die. You know? That's why I keep saying just pick a visual novel where the story's contained and you don't die. or the threat of dying is not realistically wouldn't realistically happen. Because then you'll be guaranteed to be alive regardless of your actions unless you do something drastic. Yeah. no one is stopping me from my furry visual novel angle. no one's like, Night Mall is broken. I guess so. How so? I played a little just now. They don't drop in Finland. It's just the US and China. So wait, in the Fallout universe, does this mean that like Finland is completely fine? Like, yeah, I mean they don't show that it doesn't that anything happens in Finland, but it's not necessarily gonna mean that nothing happens to Finland, right? Because I mean you're basically in the territory of what the game does not show you. So, also I noticed that my performance is a lot better on Island for now. So, pretty much I guess. Yeah, so that's why I, you know what? I'm just gonna keep constantly justifying myself repeatedly, aren't I? Poker chip? What poker chip? Oh, poker chips. Ah, okay. Poker chips are spawning frequently on Night Mall. That's actually kind of cool. But I don't need the money, so. Well, actually, the money would be quite nice if I could get the fuck is that? Hello? Have I never noticed that was there in however many times I've played Island? Was this ever here before? Guys? Guys? Have y'all ever seen that before? Because I swear I've never seen it up till now. Am I just being delusional? Am I just delusional? Why did I take my headset off to see? I would... Yeah, it's there too. So, huh? Huh? I'm like that cat, huh? What the hell is that? What the hell is this? Oh, so okay, so noted. Poker chips. Poker chips are spawning more frequently on Night Mall, yes. It's part of the update. I see. It's like holding a microphone or something. Imagine that's like a streamer item, you just lug it back. It's one of them new grips. Not bad. Or FNAF. Do you really? Well, I mean, if you technically just stay away from Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, uh, I guess nothing would technically happen. I would be down to go to the FNAF world if it was sexual. I would. I want to fuck Foxy. Yeah, I would. This thing isn't gonna kill me if I walk up to it, right? Who the hell is this? Who is this? Is this John Tabor himself? Like, what? What the fuck? What is this? Oh. T-Pain? Huh? I'm so confused. Oh, this is the new one-shot thing that they were talking about, but what? What? Who is this? Voice drops. I could definitely use them. Do some right now. I mean, it's a collector's item, so I don't mind. I guess. I'm feeling nasty with the pistol today, I guess. You know, Sam, you know how you said you like the mirror intro? I looked back at it and unfortunately I really didn't like the mirror thing. It felt weird to me. Like it was like I was talking in VR chat. Look at Ballora and Toy Chica first. I just remember that Love Taste Toy Chica is canon. Oh, I'm gay, so I I my preferences are you know, the other variety. But I guess so, yeah. They definitely have sex bots in the FNAF world. It's too much of a missed opportunity to not do that in the FNAF world. So can start a harem. What guy am I running? What even is that? What even is that name? Uh, what gun am I running? I'm running the what's it called? Uh, God, I can't think. I can't think while hungry. I'm currently running the M1 ASAS. Sorry. Yeah, I commented. Yeah. I need to, I need to look closer. Okay, sure, I guess. I didn't know that you were a Zest Fest. I'm not, but still. Yeah, I mean, men. Dick, balls, booty cheeks. Actually, I'm a huge fan of men boobs, otherwise known as moops. So just not, you know, on the other kind. Hey, Bo. Wait, what the fuck? Oh shit! I should have cut. I should have. I'm 15 minutes past the time that I was supposed to cut the stream. All right. Well, this is gonna be last of the day then. Okay, oops. I really did not mean to stream this this uh this much. I guess I'm gonna say that I'm making up for yesterday's failed stream. Also, I uploaded yesterday, so frick. I was supposed to upload Halloween special today, but I haven't edited the Halloween special yet. I'll do it on Sunday. All right. That's it for the stream. I'm just gonna pack up. I'm just gonna uh organize my inventory a bit, and then we'll hop off for the day.
Please do not forget
Okay.
to stow your alarm
So
brake
we have
gear in the appropriate areas.
we have Painberry voice drops, I guess. I don't understand, but okay, I guess. I mean, to be fair, T1, I've never I mean, I've always tried. We talk about a lot of heavy themes anyway, so it's no surprise that we talk about, you know, anything about sexual stuff. I'll do something on the 23rd, maybe then the Halloween special. I'm doing one Halloween special every week, and yeah, I do one Halloween special every week when I play a horror game, and the other two times I did the thing. So I don't even know. I haven't even edited the I haven't edited it yet, so I don't even know what other horror game I recorded. All right. This is very cool, by the way. Zombies mode question mark? All right. Well, I'm gonna hop off. Thank you all so much for watching, and for those of you who are still in chat, thank you. I really appreciate it, every single one of you. We actually hit 2,811 hours just today, so we have about 189 watch hours left until we can start our first milestone. So that's some great develop. That's been some great developments, and yeah, I thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next stream. Bye bye, everyone. On stream? No, it updates at like 3 p.m. my time, so